Why? Why? Why not Sony? Why not PS Vita 2? Why? Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Greatness Away Show. And if you aren't caught up on your PlayStation news as of recent, one of the biggest 2017 rumors for PlayStation just got canned by Andrew House. You know, Sony Computer Entertainment Europe president Andrew House. Yeah, that Andrew House. It's official. Vita 2, PSP 2, handheld, lunchbox 2, whatever you want to call it. It's not coming. Andrew House just canned it. They said that they have no plans of releasing a new handheld to combat with the Nintendo Switch. Andrew House stated via IGN that the Vita experience was that outside of Japan and Asia, there was not a huge demand. He also stated that the lifestyle shift toward the dominance of smartphones as a single key device that is always with you was the determining factor. He also went on to say that the Nintendo device is a hybrid device, and that's a different approach and strategy, and the folks at Nintendo have their strategy, and that's great. Lastly, he stated, we remain focused around a highly connected gaming experience, also coupled with having a great range of other entertainment experiences so you can reach multiple people on the big screen in the household. Bruh. Sony. What you're not gonna do is you're not gonna sit here and act like people didn't want the PS Vita, because people wanted the PS Vita, but it was you, Sony. It was you for a couple different reasons that got the PS Vita killed off. First of all, I know anybody that had a PS Vita remembers when the PS Vita first came out, how high, ridiculously high, those memory cards were. Bruh, y'all was taxing for those memory cards. You were almost paying as much for the memory cards as you were paying for the games. And that's if you didn't take the cheap route and get the 4 gig. But, you know, let me know how fun that is when you can only install 2 games on your memory card. Then you gotta keep deleting stuff. It's not really fun. Secondly, after the first and second year, Sony just said forget it with like the first party software. I mean, like we got Uncharted, we got Killzone, we got Gravity Rush, we got Tearaway, we got Little Big Planet. And after that, it was kind of like, oh yeah, we just not gonna give them no more first parties. Just give them indies. That's all. Just give them indies. Like, bruh, you can't expect this thing to sell when you don't drop flagship titles on this thing that will compel people to go out and spend money on a handheld. Because the handheld market already really isn't a huge market. I mean, the 3DS is killing it, but the 3DS has software. The Vita has software until y'all just said, forget it. No, we can't say that about though the PSP, because you know what the PSP sold? 70 to 80 million globally. 70 to 80 million globally. The PS3 and the Xbox 360 last generation sold 80 million. So that means the PSP sold console numbers. You know why? Because you had games. Consistent release of games. But you know what, to be honest, really, like, I really don't even think it's all Sony's fault, to be honest. Because if you remember anything about that time, you remember that once the PS4 finally got revealed, all the attention got shifted over to the PlayStation 4, especially during E3 time. Because if you remember correctly, the conversation was all about the PlayStation 4 versus the Xbox One, and what system could play used games, and what system will require you to stay online 24/7, and what system will be cheaper. The conversation totally shifted from everything else to the Xbox One versus the PS4, and well, you know, we all know how that one turned out. And so once the PlayStation 4 hype train was created, pretty much everybody was choo-choo, jump right on the hype train, and the rest is history. And you know how that one went for the PS Vita, because with expensive accessories and no first party games, I mean, who's gonna want to go out and buy one of those things? I remember one year we were at E3, we were on the floor looking around the Sony booth, and there was literally not one PS Vita on the floor. Zero. Zip. And it's been that way for the past 2-3 years, and we was like, man, Sony is just like really done with the Vita. Like, they were quietly letting you know, yo, don't expect anything for the Vita, because it's not coming. One of the things that really annoy me about Nintendo, but I really look up to them for it, is how they equally divide their software on both platforms of their Nintendo home consoles and their handheld consoles. Like, perfect example. So Luigi's Mansion is one of my favorite Nintendo titles. I always loved that game. Obviously it was on GameCube, so it's a definite throwback. So at that time, you remember, Wii U was out. Wii U was dry. Wii U ain't really had no games. I had just bought the Wii U. Then they came out and announced Luigi's Mansion 2. Guess what? It's not coming to Wii U. It's coming to the 3DS. And I was like, bruh, put it on the Wii U. Guess what I did? I went out and bought a 3DS. Why? Because I wanted to play Luigi's Mansion 2. That's why. There are so many titles on the PlayStation 4 that could easily be on the PlayStation Vita. Knack 1 and 2, the entire Knack series could be on the PlayStation Vita. Gravity Rush 2, the sequel to where Gravity Rush 1 came from, on the Vita. It could be on the Vita. Uncharted Lost Legacy, the DLC for Uncharted 4 could be on the Vita. And I completely understand that they're not trying to create a handheld that's gonna combat against the Nintendo Switch, because they're correct. The Nintendo Switch is not a handheld console. The Nintendo Switch is a hybrid device that can play home quality games on the go via the tablet. I understand that fully. But my whole point is, I wasn't buying the PS Vita to have Nintendo Switch type experiences on it. I fully understood when I bought the PS Vita that it was a handheld console and that I would be getting handheld experiences on it. Now, at one point, if they create a handheld and we get Horizon Zero Dawn type of experiences on it, cool, no problem. But otherwise, I fully understand that this is a handheld and it probably won't match up to the home console that they have out right now. So stop playing with my emotions, Sony. All right, from a fan, just make it. Just do it. All right, just like Nike, just do it. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of The Greatest Away Show. Guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Sony should work on a new handheld? Do you think they should make a sequel to the PlayStation Vita? What do you guys think? You guys into handheld gaming? No, just stick to the PlayStation 4. Let me know down in the comment section below. I will greatly appreciate it. As always, check out the links in the description box. The Greatest Away Show Facebook is in the description box. My Snapchat, my Instagram, all that good stuff. So if you want to stay up to date with me, all my Twitter stuff is down in the description box below. Follow me on there and stay tuned. And until next time, guys, and until when Sony decides to stop playing with my emotions and make another handheld, aka the PS Vita 2, stay great. Peace.